There's a limit on 401ks no one's talking about. Hi, I'm financial planner Sean Mullaney. Let's discuss. So there is one limit many people talk about, and that's the employee deferral limit. You might be familiar with that, especially if you have a job with an employer with a 401k. And what that's saying is, look, employees can contribute to a 401k, but only so much every year. Today, as of 2022, that limit is $20,500 if you're under age 50, and then at age 50 it increases to $27,000. That's the employee deferral or employee contribution limit. But there's a second limit that is important. That limit is the all additions limit, sometimes referred to as the Section 415C limit because that's where it resides in the tax code. And this limit says, well, everything that goes in that 401k, you got to add it up and you got to make sure it doesn't exceed the so-called all additions limit. As of 2022, the all additions limit is $61,000 for those under age 50 and $67,500 for those over or 50 and older, okay? 61 for those under age 50, 67.5 for those 50 or older. Another important limit is the all additions limit is also limited by overall income. So if your W-2 income is only $40,000 at the employer, that's going to be the all additions limit, not the 61 or the 67.5. But for many Americans, it's going to be 61,000 or 67,500. And what it's doing is it's tallying up all the employee contributions, the employer contributions into your 401k or other qualified plan. And it says per employer, the max is that 61 or 67.5. Okay, great. Well, where does it matter? It matters for many Americans in two particular situations. The first is the mega backdoor Roth. This has become popular. Many 401k plans allow what they call a mega backdoor Roth. And what that's doing is it's putting more money into a Roth account through the 401k mechanism. It looks like this. Step one, after tax, non-deductible, non-Roth 401k contribution at work. Okay? Step two is one of two things. Either taking that after-tax 401k contribution and very soon in time moving it to a Roth IRA, or taking that after-tax 401k contribution and soon in time converting it in the plan to a Roth 401k. It's a way to juice Roth accounts through the 401k mechanism, okay? However, the big governor, the big limit on this thing is this all additions limit, okay? So let's just say you're under age 50 years old and you're aware, hey, my all additions limit is $61,000. How does that translate to my mega backdoor Roth? Well, here's what you do. You start with the number 61,000 and then you subtract out your employee contributions, in many cases 20,500. That leaves you with 40,500. Then you subtract out everything that your employer themselves have put in your 401k during the year. The matching contributions, the non-discretionary contributions, whatever it might be. You subtract that from that 40,500, and whatever's left over is your remaining all additions limit, which is what you could do for your mega backdoor Roth IRA for the year. That's it in terms of mega backdoor Roth for the year. So that's the first real big application of this all additions limit. The second one is for the self-employed, particularly one of my favorite accounts, the solo 401k. That thing suffers from the all additions limit too, particularly for higher earning self-employed individuals. All right, with the solo 401k, for example, there's employee contributions for the self-employed, and then there's employer contributions for the self-employed. However, regardless of how much self-employment income you have, you're going to be limited by that 61,000 number, and of course it increases to 67,500 for those self-employed age 50 and above. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please mash that like button, and I will see you next time.